our plan is called Making More with Less, and our competition entry was a joined effort with Naked House, who are a not-for-profit housing provider, and Enfield Council, who want to increase the amount of affordable housing that they provide across their borough, and Pitman Tozer Architects. And we're working with a number of affordable housing providers across London at the moment to deliver affordable housing in total. So where is Enfield? Hopefully you can just see the little red blob on the top of the northern part of outer London. They own a lot of underutilised land, mainly on housing estates, and they're already developing some smaller sites for affordable housing, and they really want to push forward their sites as a whole to deliver more. Naked House, they're also looking at infill sites at the moment, and they want to develop 100% affordable developments, and their aim is to develop customisable homes. So they're a members group, and you do group custom build models through their developments. And this is Pitman Tozer Architects in our West London offices, and our part of the puzzle is to design an appropriate envelope, secure planning on these sites, and design flexible internal layouts in a high quality building. So thinking about custom build, what is it? So custom build is self-finish homes that are being facilitated in some way by a developer. This allows the consumer to actually have choice and influence on the design of their home, including specifications on a sliding scale in terms of affordability, and actually the layout of their property as well. The Self-Build and Custom House Building Act means that councils now have a duty to keep a register of people who are interested in developing their own custom build property. And this is linked into the Planning and Housing Bill, which has a whole chapter on self-build, meaning that councils now must give permission to the people, a proportion of housing that covers the people who have signed up to that register. So there's lots of different types of custom build. Here's one example, which is where you're basically providing a service plot of land, and an architect or developer will provide a basic house, and the customer can choose the fittings and fixtures that they want inside. On this example, it could be that the architects do one plot, or it could be that they do an entire street of homes. For example, you can choose between 2 or 3 bedroom homes, terrace on the top, open plan or closed plan living. And this is a kind of consumer-led product. But actually what our idea looked at was a slightly different approach that we're calling self-finish. And it revolves around the fact that there's a whole generation of young, creative Londoners who are being priced out of home ownership and leaving London, which is obviously not good for London as a whole. Equally, the existing products that people are actually buying are overpriced and actually quite uninspiring. Naked House approach and our group approach is to lower the barriers so that ordinary people can create their own affordable home. It's a stripped-back design approach, covering the essentials, and the idea is that you end up with a robust, cost-effective shell, allowing individuals to complete their house when they can afford to do it. We actually entered the competition looking at a particular site. This is a site owned by Enfield, very, very typical of what they have. Backland sites, often with poor access, with houses overlooking a central plot. And there's a photo, if you've gone to the next page, where you can sort of see the type of environment that we have to deal with. And so typically, they're garage sites. They often have large trees in people's neighbouring properties. They often have really high fences at ground floor level. And the main barrier to development is the habitable rooms which overlook these properties. So although you can't really see it in this picture, the house with its windows overlooking the site. So we applied some planning rules to the site. Typically, you have a 21-metre rule between somebody's bedroom or living room overlooking your new development. And if you apply that to the site, the image on the left, you actually don't end up with hardly any site at all. You can't really develop this land. So we're looking at a flexible approach to those distances. And actually, we tested it in our office. What does it really mean when you have to develop a long way away from somebody else? 21 metres is on the top left. You really can't see a thing at all. And actually, the person slowly comes in 18, 15, 10 metres. All of the top ones feel quite appropriate for backland development. And of course, the bottom one, when you're 1 metre away, well, perhaps that's a little bit too close. And this is the plan that we developed. The idea is that it's a series of 50, 75, and 100 metre squared volumes that can be developed as 1, 2, or 3 bedroom homes. It's effectively a shell and core approach, but you build a kitchen sink and a wet room so that you can get a mortgage on your property. And the idea is that you move in and develop it as and when you can afford to do it. Additionally, they're all walk-up flat blocks so that you don't have any service charges. And the idea is that some people, again, might camp in their home. Other people might have friends and family who are desperate to come and help them set up their home. So what's in it for Enfield? Well, Enfield have, at the moment, identified 15 to 20 sites across the borough, but there are numerous others. And they think in total, these sites can deliver about 100 homes when brought through together. But of course, how do Enfield actually benefit from this? The whole idea is that they don't sell their family silver. They keep a resale covenant on their property, keeping the homes affordable in perpetuity. And it's a lease structure. So they sell a leasehold on their land, maintaining the freehold. And of course, they benefit from council tax and a ground rent. And then in terms of Naked House, well, they sell the homes. It's affordable because, of course, they haven't had to pay for the land. It's aimed at Londoners who've got between £25,000 and £85,000 a year income. And there's a priority given to people who live in the borough or who work in the borough and first-time buyers. The scheme was financially modelled, and it's coming out about 20 to 30% cheaper than market sales rents. And we're now taking the idea forward, and there's an idea that we can hopefully get some financial support from the GLA and also some planning support in terms of pushing some of the planning boundaries. Thank you.